There are three main drivers. First, there's the changing market environment, with investors demanding more sustainable investment options. Second, due to the rise of social media, headlines on climate change, inequality, and poor governance are directly impacting companies' reputations and commercial success, putting a greater focus on responsible business practices than ever. Third, policymakers are introducing initiatives to achieve the climate goals of the Paris Agreement and work towards the United Nations' 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Financial institutions are most concerned about the risks around climate change, decreasing biodiversity, and human rights violations. Some are divesting from businesses with exposures to such risks, such as oil or coal companies. Others are using their voting rights to directly engage with management to change the behavior of such firms. Regardless of the approach they choose, access to relevant company data is of crucial importance. Financial institutions rely on readily available and reliable information on their investments' performance with regard to sustainability factors in order to make informed decisions. That is why firms' non-financial disclosures are so important.
First of all, it means another push for transparency. Transparency is a key enabler of efficient and effective capital allocation. Organizations have understood the general need for additional information. 96% of the world's largest 250 companies already report on environmental and social impacts, but more effort is required. Beyond the climate change issue, we are observing a push for action on other topics, such as supply chain resilience and human rights. Now it's time for action and regular reporting on progress so investors can assess risks and opportunities. Companies should start by understanding investors' information needs and the evolving regulatory environment. To retain access to finance and establish trust, relevance and credibility are key. In terms of relevance, ESG reporting isn't about the volume of data, it's about quality. That means explaining the company's strategic ambition and purpose, the specific societal impacts of its business, and how it will be affected in the future by a changing environment. Credibility relies on measurable and meaningful targets and a clear allocation of ownership for specific topics like climate change. Setting carbon reduction targets aligned with global decarbonization goals, for example, shows investors that the company is in step with the global shift to a net zero economy.
The task of any firm is to increase the value for the company and the stakeholders. The really good news here is that sustainable finance is no longer reserved for the CEO agenda, it's also a CFO topic. Sustainable finance offers financial advantages such as paying lower interest rates. CFOs need to align their mid- and long-term financing strategies much more closely with the organization's sustainable activities. For example, it makes sense to launch a major sustainability program or green projects alongside a green financing program. Only then KPIs can be linked and measured and included in the financing activity. Besides understanding green financing options, companies are also learning that they need to manage sustainability ratings with the same degree of seriousness as the external credit ratings.